Good, thank you.
Howdy, y'all. I hope you're ready to enjoy a fun show. My name is Liza Lovelace, and I'm here to welcome you to our town of Roaring Gulch. I'm the sheriff around these parts, and I just wanted to let you know a few things before the show starts. We're performing a modified radio drama for you. So if you see us looking up, that's because we have a script right there behind us. And throughout the show, there will also be some sound effects. Now, whenever you hear a sound effect like clapping, you can go ahead and clap right along with it. When you hear booing, go ahead and do that too. Perfect. So, we want y'all to participate and be part of the fun with us. Are y'all ready for a good show? All right, let's get it started.
An old mining town, Roaring Gulch was founded in 1850. When the town's founder stumbled upon heard strange belching noises emanating from the caverns in western Arizona, he set up camp and decided to name the land Roaring Gulch. After more discovering, Hahn discovered that the source of the noise was cryptoplutoniumite, the lesser-known mineral. Because of the strange sounding and lesser-known mineral, Roaring Gulch soon attracted thousands of people seeking their fortune. Unfortunately, only 3 veins of cryptoplutoniumite were ever found, and the town's income soon dried up. When funds ran dry, Roaring Gulch turned to a failed attempt at tourism to boost its economy, and during that time, founded its very first hotel, the Roaring Gulch Hotel. Today, the hotel is run by the villainous Widow Black and her good-hearted stepson, Barney. Roaring Gulch's current sheriff, Liza Lovelace, heroically took the position when her father tragically passed away, leaving the town without a lawman. Roaring Gulch witnesses its very first showdown when some mysterious visitors come to town.
Please don't shoot me, sir. Please.
That'll keep you asleep on the job, Barney.
Shucks, Sheriff. This is the quiet time of the day.
Maybe so, but if Widow Black ever caught you sleeping on the job, you'd likely be in real trouble.
That stepmother of mine doesn't scare me any.
Yes, you can take care of yourself, Barney.
Sure can, Sheriff. I have to deal with all these kinds of this here hotel. But I don't care how rough or tough they come. I've got my way to handle them.
How's that?
I just stuck behind this here counter.
Well, if you run into this hombre, that is just what you better do.
Wanted for robbery and murder. Snap Berman. Say, there's a $500 reward.
And I can tell that's not half enough. He's about as mean as they come.
How come you know so much about the Snap Berman?
There's a Pinkerton man in town. He told all about this road agent. Matter of fact, that's why I'm not hanging up these posters.
A Pinkerton man. Berman must be a real bad one to get the Pinkertons on his trail.
The railroad hired him to pick up Berman after he stuck up a train near here.
Never met a real detective before. What's this Pinkerton man like?
He's tall, handsome, like the fellas you read about in the dime novels. His name's Harry Hartstone.
Harry Hartstone. I've heard of him. He's the one who brought in the hole in Florida and outlawed Doc Hollyhock. Will he be staying us though? I'd sure like to check his name.
Well, it depends on where the trail leads. A man like Harry puts his duty before just about anything else.
Wonder what that Snap Berman really looks like. Can't really tell much from that poster.
Well,
Hopefully, you can tell from his mask.
no one's ever really gotten a good look at his face. Just keep your eye out for any suspicious looking strangers.
Right. I'll do just that, Sheriff. Anybody in here starts acting up here and I'll...
What is it you're going to do, Barney?
There's a desperado on the loose. The sheriff just came in with a poster.
Well, Sheriff, you can just take your post to someone else. We've got no room here for you or for them.
I'm just doing my duty, Widow Black. This is the only hotel in town. If Berman came through here, he'd likely hold up here.
It's our business what goes on in here. I've told you more than once not to come here and upset the customers. Now, if you're quite finished, you will do me the courtesy of leaving my premises.
Very well. But if I catch you harboring a fugitive,
Good day, Sheriff.
good day, Widow Black. Could there be more here than meets the eye? I've always suspected the widow ever since her husband died. He was a sickly sort, but he just went off real sudden like. She did inherit this hotel, though many thought it would go to her good-hearted stepson, Barney. The widow Black bears watching, and I will do just that.
What did that woman want in here?
We saw the poster. Snap Berman's in the territory. She wants us to be on the watch for him.
Is that all?
Of course. What did you think?
Never mind. I just hope Snap Berman does come to town. Then folks would realize our lady sheriff is neither a lady nor a sheriff.
You got no right to say that. If she had taken the job when her dad was carried off by the fever last winter, we wouldn't have any sheriff at all.
I know, and we'd be better off without any sheriff at all.
Old Sheriff Lovelace told Liza everything he knew. Why? She could ride, and rope, and shoot,
And Snoop. If I catch her around here again, I'm gonna get rid of you both.
What do you mean by that?
I only keep you here on the kindness of my heart. You just don't appreciate all I've done for you.
Oh, yes, I do. The old battle axe. She keeps me on here because I work for nothing. But I dare not leave. I'm sure my father provided for me in his will, but cannot be found. Therefore, I must stay on and continue searching for the scrap of paper that will restore my rightful inheritance.
Guess this is the only hotel in town.
Sure looks like it's not. It sure does.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't mention my name.
Well, I'm sorry it's not. Don't you think it'd be smart to head on west? I'm sure that Pinkerton man's still on our trail.
You better hush up or else. Now look, nobody knows what I look like. And I'm sick to death of trail dust. I'm gonna have me a good old Capri Sun, take a hot bath, and sleep in a bed for a change. Now take this saddlebag up to our room. And go over there and register.
Good morning, gentlemen. May I be of service?
Yeah, my friend and I want a room.
Just step right over to the register. My boy will take care of you.
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like today?
Give us the best room in the house and a bath.
I can give you a room, but you'll have to take your own bath. Just a little joke, sir.
Are you trying to make fun of me?
No, sir. No.
You better not, because the last gent who tried that had to change his address to Boot Head.
I understand. Yes, indeed. Just sign here, please. Right here.
Well, sign in.
Bill Filbert and Friend.
I'm gonna need your friend's name.
Bill Filbert and Well, what's your name, Zach?
No, here, I'll do it.
Bill Filbert and
John Smith. That's me. John Smith.
Yes, of course. Very original. Very good. I mean, yeah. Here's your key. There you go.
Hey, there's no room number on this key.
That's all right. The same key fits all the rooms.
But which one is ours?
You just take anyone that's not occupied. You only have one guest to go in.
What guess? What does he look like?
Oh, it's not a man. It's a woman. She's been a very fine actress who's been staying with us between engagements.
That's better. I'm afraid I might have.
Oh boy, an actress. You're saying that we're going to be staying at the same hotel with a real live actress? Well, will she be staying here long?
Could be. She's been here for 2 years now. Room will be $2 a day in advance.
What do you mean, in advance?
It's the policy of the hotel. All rooms are paid in advance.
Get our stuff put away, Bill. I'll take care of this.
The rooms are right through there. And we have a very fine restaurant and saloon right through there. Should you care to refresh yourself?
We saw her on our way into town, didn't we?
Yes, there is an outside entrance.
I'll get a thing to throw away. The actress. Do you suppose we'll get a chance to meet her?
I don't think we'll be able to avoid it. She usually comes down about this time.
Gosh, a real live actress.
Quite an exuberant young man, your friend.
That pansy? Heck, I just ran into him since my last job. Let him ride along with me so he doesn't get lost.
And what kind of job do you have, Mr. Smith?
Who? Oh, me? Why, you see,
I see. You're a firearms expert.
comes to a firearm, I know just about everything there is to know. How much was that bill now?
Oh, $2 then.
Here you are.
All right, receipt.
A gold coin, just like the one stolen in that railroad holdup. That confirms my suspicions. That man, indeed, is the deadly desperado, Snot Vermin. I can earn a quick $500 by turning him over to the sheriff, but there's bigger game at hand. With his help, possibly I could dispose of Sheriff Blythe Lovelace. This hotel is just a start. Who can tell how much this little secret may be worth?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Miss Muldoon, I was going over the books last night when I happened to notice you are falling behind in your rent.
The rent. Oh, yes. Well, Mrs. Black, I'm anticipating a copy unique from my agent any day now. The new season will be starting shortly, and I should have not only an engagement, but a substantial advance as well.
I hope so, Miss Muldoon. Of course, you may work out your bill if you prefer.
Entertaining, you mean?
Yes, entertaining. The floors with a mop and bucket.
Really, Mrs. Black, I can hardly... Oh, I see you have another guest. Good morning, sir. Are you going to be a guest here at the hotel?
Yeah?
How nice. Let me introduce myself. I'm Martha Muldoon. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Martha Muldoon, the famous actress. I heard of you. I sure have. I'm real proud to meet up with you.
Dear boy.
I guess you know my trailmate here.
We haven't really been formally introduced.
Well, see, you know me and I know him, so would it be formal enough that I helped you with the howdies?
Seems like the long way around, but I'm sure that would satisfy the social amenities.
I don't know about them, but it would sure be alright with us. Well, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Jack?
John.
That's right. John Jones.
It's John Smith.
I knew it was something like that.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Smith, and thank you for the delightful introduction, Mr. Filbert. What brings you to Roy Gulch, gentlemen?
I'd say that was none of your business.
Really, Mr. Smith?
Yeah, really.
It's easy to see your mother didn't teach you any manners.
I need some food. And anyhow, I didn't have no mother.
You must be spoofing. Everyone's got a mama. I always had nothing at all, but I had a mama.
For your friend here, they probably made an exception.
Look, I was an orphan. I never knew my old lady. So let it drop.
I'm sorry. I never should have said what I did.
That must have been pretty tough. You know, not having relatives to grow up with.
I did have this one kid, a brother, a twin brother at that. Real handsome kid. Looked just like me. But he was adopted. Went off with a couple of snobs who had just come over from England or somewhere. Well, who cares? I'm gonna give you that food. You coming, Filbert?
I'd rather just stay and talk to Miss Muldoon, if it's all the same to you.
Nah, I just as soon eat alone anyhow. I got some thinking to do.
If you're busy or something, Miss Muldoon.
I'm never too busy for my public, Mr. Filbert. After all, where would we be if it weren't for you?
I don't know. I guess I've always been on a farm.
I guess true love of theater knows no boundaries.
This is the first time I've ever been out of the county, but I always read all the magazines that they sold in an old soda shop in town. Well, that's how I knew you right off. And I've been reading about you for years.
Not too many years, I hope.
Ever since I was just a kid.
That's what I was afraid of.
You know, you're the first real actress I ever met. I sure hope I'm not keeping you from any important business or anything.
Only my daily recitation, but that can
Wait. You mean you're gonna give a show?
Not really. I just recite a bit each day to keep informed, so to speak.
I know what you mean. A pretty figure is important for an actress.
Would you like to hear me recite?
God, that would be great. I mean, I would sure enjoy that. I sure would.
Very well. You sit over there and be my audience. My recitation today will be A Red, Red Rose by Bobby Burns. A red, red rose by Bobby Burns. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair thou art, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I. And I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas can cry. Till all the seas can cry, my dear, and rocks melt with the sun. And I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well awhile. And I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles.
Miss Muldoon, just fine.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
I didn't rattle anything and all of them words, but I sure enjoyed it.
Then you're not familiar with Bobby Burns?
No, ma'am, I never met the gentleman.
I mean, well, he's Scotch.
No wonder I never met him. Like I said, I hardly been off the park. Say, do you really have to speak all them foreign languages to get on stage?
Of course not. After all, if you have the talent and a bit of practice, it's not hard as you think.
Tell me, Miss Muldoon, I wonder if you, I wonder,
I say, I know just 2 new horses tied in front of the hotel. Might the owners be about?
Say, are you the Pinkerton man Willie was telling us about?
At your service, sir. Now, about those horses.
those horses, yeah, those are mine. I rode into town on them.
On both horses.
Both horses. Yes, I like to ride double. I do it all the time, but it's much faster that way.
Well, you don't fit the description of the culprit I'm looking for, so I'll just have to look around a bit more. Would that be the restaurant to that far door?
Yes, sir, that's it.
I'll just have to look in there if you don't mind.
Not
Do my eyes deceive me? Or is there a most amazing resemblance between this Harry Hartstone and the notorious Snipe Bourbon? I wonder, could Harry Hartstone be the twin brother I overheard Snipe Bourbon talking about? What a strange twist of fate it would be to have brother pitted against brother under these circumstances. This should prove most interesting. Yes, most interesting indeed. Woo!
Pardon me, gentlemen, but would one of the horses hitched in front of the hotel belong to you? You, sir, facing the street. Would you mind turning about? The back of your head looks somewhat familiar. I must warn you, my good fellow, I'm a representative of the law and I must insist that you turn around, or I must resort to the use of force. Nobody tells me what to do. Take that, plowman. That finishes our Pinkerton, man.
You didn't give him no chance at all.
Ah, hush up, or you'll get the same. Hey, he's getting up.
Leave me, he's wounded.
I say, I think I've been shot.
Things not going good this time. And you know what he's doing in there? He's in there finishing his Capri Sun, cool as a cucumber.
You mean that was Snipe Bourbon?
Yeah, he was Jack Jones after all.
You mean John Smith?
was named Ben.
Don't you think we should get a doctor?
Yeah, you can try his office. I'll look for the sheriff.
All right, I'll get back as soon as I can.
I'm not sure where the sheriff is. She was putting up posters. Come on, Bill, you can help. You are Bill, aren't you?
What makes you think I'm not?
Never mind, let's go!
Flesh wound and crease to the skull. Looks like he's coming around now.
Oh, my head.
Easy now, you've been hurt.
Where am I?
Right here in the hotel lobby.
What hotel?
Don't you know?
Let me think.
Well,
I'm still thinking. It's no use. I should know where I am as well as I know my own name.
that's true.
Ah,
Is it your head again?
no, it's just that now I can't even think of my own name.
Now here is an interesting turn of events. Costa's injury to the head has cost him his memory. He has amnesia. And nobody realizes that Snot Vermin, now drinking in the next room, is his identical twin. If I could but effect a switch, there's no limit to the lengths I might advance my ambitions. Yes, this could work out very well. Very well indeed.
Tell me, do you know who I am?
I'm afraid not. I'm the puppeteer of this hotel. But you are a stranger to me.
What am I to do?
Never fear. You are weak from your wounds, but I will help you. Let me assist you to one of our fine rooms where you can rest.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Perhaps we should put your valuables in our safe. There are some unsavory characters who would not hesitate to rob an injured man.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Perhaps this way, I could research your identity.
How could I ever repay you for your kindness?
Don't worry, I'll find a way. Yes, I'll find a way. Woo!
According to the directions from our driver, this must be the hotel we're seeking.
Yeah, some luck. The stagecoach breaking down.
I don't know. I was reading it where I wrote these spots myself.
For one of our good Eastern railroads. But unfortunately, our coach N4 represents the only transportation to San Francisco and a most profitable theatrical engagement. And as you said, that the rest will be most welcome.
Besides, there might be some interesting men around.
I never thought of that.
I sure miss Charlie.
So do I.
The dirty rat.
Imagine him running off with that tattooed lady at the St. Louis Exposition.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll have no trouble finding a guitar player that equal to Charlie when we arrive in San Francisco.
Where are you going to find someone as cute as Charlie?
That's something I would prefer to come with Roots at a later date.
I'd rather come to grips with Charlie myself.
He was the most personable young man, but right now, at the moment, we must search out the custodian of this rail-side inn so that we may engage our groups for tonight.
There's a bell over here on the counter. Maybe we can raise someone with that.
Well, go ahead.
All right.
May I help you?
Hey, that service.
I was just showing a guest to the room.
A young guy.
I fancy that.
Well, I suppose.
Don't mind the ladies. We would like to engage quarters until such time as our stage has completed required repairs.
Our desk clerk is on the narrative at the moment, but I'll be happy to assist you. Just sign the register.
Of course. Colonel Crabtree and Company.
Please, Colonel. I'm afraid gentlemen are not allowed to have the company of young ladies in their rooms.
The concern for the morals of your establishment is understandable and commendable, my good woman. But allow me to complete our introductions. Ours is the theatrical troupe of Colonel Crabtree and Company. Songs and recitations to delight the eye and ear. These are my associates, Laura and Dora. And we require the two finest rooms in the house.
Please excuse the misunderstanding. I am Mrs. Black, owner of this modest hotel. We shall do our very best to make sure you are comfortable.
Thanks.
Take the 2 rooms at the end of the hall. I'm sure you will find them to your liking.
We'll get settled and be out shortly for dinner.
Splendid. There is an excellent restaurant adjoining the hotel.
Let's get our stuff going. I'm getting hungry. And we haven't met any fellows yet either.
First, to make sure I'm alone. Nobody inside. Good. Now I may proceed with my plan. Harry Hearthstone is asleep in his room, recovering from his wounds. I have removed his clothing, which will not only keep him safely in his room, but will be most helpful for a little party I'm planning. A costume party. And now we are ready for the honored guest for this little event. Our friend, Snot Vermin. Mr. Vermin, would you mind stepping out here for a second?
What?
Hurry, time is short.
Hey, how do you know my name?
A man of your reputation is hard not to recognize.
Well, what do I care? I ain't worried about nobody in this hick town anyhow.
But why fight the law when there's a better way?
What are you getting at?
I mean, it's so much better to join them, don't you think?
You better see a doctor, lady. There's something wrong with you.
Not at all, Mr. Vermin. I merely possess some information that no one else seems to have.
And what might that be?
Our friend, Harry Hearthstone, the Pinkerton detective, is none other than your long-lost twin brother.
You mean that hombre I just killed?
Oh, you didn't kill him. He's resting quite comfortably in one of our less expensive rooms.
How about that? The lawman who chases me all over the territory turns out to be my own twin brother. I think maybe I'll just look in on him.
Oh, wait, there's no time for that. Here, put these on.
Hey, where'd you get this outfit?
Off you, brother. You are about to take his place.
That won't fool nobody. And besides, why would I want to get gooded up like some lawman?
For about $1,000.
What?
There's not much time. The others will be back shortly. I'll explain how to put your outfit on.
All right. But if this is some sort of trick,
Never fear. There is a tiny sum in this for both of us. You see, as Harry Hearthstone, you will have full access to the bank. Once inside, it will be easy for you to make a withdrawal. Then return to the hotel and we will divide the proceeds.
since when do I need help to rob that cracker about the bank?
Remember, you are not going to rob the bank.
Well, you sure aren't going to do it for me.
No, I'm going to do something even better than that. I'm going to make sure that somebody else gets the credit.
You mean?
Exactly. As long as you're wearing that outfit, Harry Hearthstone will get the credit for the robbery. That will not only take care of him, but leave a clear trail for you. That'll be worth half the money.
All right, but if there's any trouble, you better watch out.
Don't worry. Just remember, you're Harry Hearthstone. Watch how you talk.
Don't worry. Oh, you can talk as good as anybody.
Harry, are you all right?
Huh? I mean, yes, I'm okay.
I heard you'd been shot. I came as fast as I could.
No, it was nothing.
You sound funny, Harry. And you don't look too good. Are you sure you're all right?
Maybe I got grazed by a slug. I do feel kind of dizzy.
Okay, here, I'll help you.
Say, you kind of go for me, don't you, kid?
I mean, Harry, I like you, but I just...
You You'd be a good-looking gal if you got yourself a dress.
Little does he know how I long to lay aside this gun and bag, just be a girl again, and even have a fella court me, someone strong and brave, and handsome, like Harry Hartstone. But wait, how confused I must be. Only a short time ago, the sight of that man made me feel warm and tender. But just now, the feel of his arm on my shoulders left a cold and clammy feeling. Girls' hearts sure can play strange tricks. But, regardless of my feelings one way or the other, my duty to my dearly departed father forces me to stay on as sheriff until we are assured of law and order in Roaring Gulch. All right, I'll make you a deal. The day you catch Snap Vermin, I'll get me the prettiest frock in town.
Maybe but they get busy then.
Are you sure you're feeling strong enough?
Yes, I can do what I've got to do.
Wait, I'll go with you and lend a hand.
No, I mean, you'd better wait here. In case he comes back.
Good idea. Harry? Watch yourself now.
I'll do that. What do you know? A lady sheriff. And she's a looker, she is. I'll have to get back to her later, but now, business before pleasure. I'd better be getting on down to that bank to make that withdrawal we've been talking about.
Relax, Sheriff. He'll be all right.
Oh, I'm glad. I thought you didn't care to have me around.
This is different, Miss Lovelace. After all, you are protecting us from a deadly desperado.
There's something strange going on around here. I can just feel it. There's nothing I can do for now. Just keep alert for any trouble that may arise.
The doctor wasn't in his office.
That's all right, Mother. We won't be requiring his services anymore.
Who needed the doctor?
Harry Hartstone, he was hurt something awful.
He just let it go. He didn't look so bad off to me.
It just shows you how tough these lawmen really are. Colonel, how did you find your room?
It was at the end of the hall, just like you said.
Poopsie, you old dear, what are you doing here?
Wow, Martha Muldoon. Nobody's called me Poopsie for years.
And have you missed it?
No, but I miss you. Ever since you split up the act to marry that Texas millionaire.
And I missed you too, Poopsie. And I never did marry that millionaire.
Why not?
When I got to Texas, I found out all he had was 1,000,000 jackrabbits and rattlesnakes. Anyhow, I wasn't gone a week before I got to missing the stage and the applause and all.
Well, you're not going to get away from me this time. Come along and I'll buy you some dinner.
What's that?
Hopefully just some trail hands having a good time.
Could be trouble. I better get going and have a look.
Sheriff, come quick! The bank's been robbed and the teller killed. I'm Tom Farming. I'm gonna get the vermin that did this out and get him.
Did you hear about the cowboy who died with his boots on? He didn't want to stub his toe when he kicked the bucket. How do you warm up a frozen cowboy? time in his socks.
What do you call a takeout? Low-calorie meal for a cowboy? A satellite dish.
Why do cowboys always ride horses? Because they're far too heavy to carry. Is cowboy with his foot across the Canadian border officially in Canada just a boot?
How do German cowboys greet each other? Howdy, partner.
Why did everybody think the cowboy was so funny? Because he was always horsing around. What did cowboys tell their cows after an argument? Turn the other cheek and move on.
How did the cowboy save so much money? His horse gave him a couple bucks every day.
Okay, so where did I run off? Oh yes, the bank's been killed and the teller robbed. Oh wait, no. The bank's been robbed and the teller killed. And so later that day,
Five things to put in a water pitcher.
what's that?
Water, of course.
Oh, is that bad?
Well, no. Except, it's all Widow lets me drink. I also never get off the job. I work, I eat, and I sleep. That's all I do. And I never get a juice box. Say, did the sheriff catch up with that bank robbery yet?
I don't know. I never did find her, so I finally just gave up and came back.
Say, what are you gonna do now? Hook up with your old friend again?
Snot vermin, I should say not.
Well, you did right into it.
I just didn't know what kind of person he was.
I know what you mean. The papers make these outlaws seem romantic and exciting until you see them up close. They're not as glamorous in person.
Well, besides that, this kind of makes me sick to my stomach.
You could head on back home, I suppose.
No, I don't think so. There's nothing wrong with farming. You know, the family's always done it, but I just never took to it like the others. I guess the only way I'm gonna find what I'm looking for is to go out looking. If I find it, or if it finds me.
You know, you made that guitar sound pretty dang good.
Morning, gentlemen. Are there any ladies about?
No.
Excuse my appearance, but I seem to have been divested of my wardrobe.
I can see just about anyone stealing anything from you.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
You can talk as pretty as you please, but you're not gonna change my mind one bit.
Really, I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure.
I'll bet you've had about every kind of pleasure there is.
There must be some misunderstanding. Have we met before?
Really, snot vermin. Who do you think rode to town with you?
Are you referring to me as Snipe Vermin?
Well, that's the name you went by last time I saw you.
So that's who I am.
You mean you didn't know?
No, you see, some hours ago, I sustained a slight injury to my head, which apparently has caused an impairment of my memory. Since that time, I've been resting in the room down the hall.
Next thing you'll be saying is you were in bed when the bank was robbed.
So that's where all the gunfire originated.
You mean you didn't have anything to do with it?
Really, I'm hardly dressed for socializing, much less bank robbing.
Well, it was either you or your twin brother.
There is one way to clarify the situation. The lady that assigned me to my room removed some papers of identification from my pocket. I believe they are in your hotel vault.
Hey, that must have been the widow Black.
If she had anything to do with it, there's a good reason to be suspicious. Maybe we better have a look at those papers. Come on, they must be in this drawer. Stuck.
Here, let me give it.
Oh, I got it.
I got it.
my papers, and my picture too. But it doesn't say anything about snipe vermin. According to this, my name is Harry Hartstone, and I'm employed by the Pinkerton Detective Agency.
Well, I'll be hogtied. You are his twin brother.
You left me a bit behind again.
According to this here, it says you're Harry Hartstone. Now, your Harry Hartstone can't be Snap Vermin.
That's true. I can't be both of those gentlemen, as you say.
But you look just like Snap. He himself is a twin brother.
Might I look through the rest of these papers?
Here, I'll give you a hint.
Last will and testament. I don't believe this is mine.
Nah, it says here it belongs to a Theodosius Black.
That's my father.
I do believe it must have been stuck under that drawer you pulled out.
It's my father's will. This is the paper I've been searching for.
According to this, he leaves all his possessions to his son Barney.
That's me. I'm his sole heir.
But what about the widow?
I don't know, but couldn't turn around. Things are certainly going to be different around here. They certainly are.
All right, Harry Hartstone, put your hands up in the name of the law.
Oh my goodness!
No, you don't!
Golly, Sheriff, why'd you do that?
Hey, you wouldn't rob a bank?
No, Liza, no.
I wouldn't believe it myself, Barney, but then, oh, as a matter of fact, kind of like this. Wait, Paul. And it was all crooked plan to get me off my guard. How could I have been so foolish?
Come on now. Come on. You could be wrong. He's Harry Hartstone, you know.
I know.
Yeah, he's the Pinkerton detective.
No, I know he did it. Witnesses.
Look, he's coming around. Bill, take him back to his room and you can see if you can find his clothes. Meanwhile, you gotta tell Liza what we find out.
All right. Take it easy there. I've got my gun ready if you try to escape again.
At last, the proof I've searched for all these months, the precious document that makes me sole heir to my father's estate. I must hurry to the office of Lawyer Twill to make the legal arrangements for my claim.
Barney, what do you think you're doing leaving work?
I have important business to attend to.
You know you are forbidden to leave during working hours. What's so important it can't wait?
Only this. I have discovered the lost will of my own dear father and your late husband. Just as I suspected, all his worldly holdings were left to me.
That scrap of paper means nothing. This hotel is mine.
Fear not, you'll be turned out. But I must claim my rightful inheritance. I am on my way to see good lawyer Twiddle now. Meanwhile, you may take a turn at watching the desk.
Curses. I always suspected the existence of such a will, but was never able to find it. Now it appears that murdering my husband has been in vain. But wait, if something should happen to Barney, I would still control the estate. Yes, I must dispose of my stepson, just as I took care of his father. Fortunately, I had the foresight enough to save this bottle of lethal liquid. Tasteless, odorless, and colorless. One sip of this and the drinker will be gone. And the hotel will still be mine. All mine. And now, I must see about getting Mr. Hartstone's clothes back. He'll be through with the withdrawal now, and on his way back with the money. I rightly took the precaution of not being seen with him on the street. And won't Harry Hartstone be surprised when he is arrested for bank robbery and murder? Woo!
Hey there, Mrs. Black. Do you know where I can find some clothes?
What's wrong with the clothes you got?
Oh, they're not for me. They're for, oh, I see you got
I was just looking for some clothes for Mr. Hartstone.
Yes, I was thinking about getting them cleaned.
Gee, that's certainly thoughtful of you, but it's mighty embarrassing for him just being in his robe, in the room with just the lady sheriff.
The sheriff?
Yeah, she got the notion that Mr. Hartstone robbed the bank.
Well, it's good to see she's on the job. I assume he is under arrest.
I don't rightly know. See, the poor fellow kind of seemed out of his head for a while.
It's probably some sort of trick.
I don't think it was. When the sheriff knocked him with the pistol, it seemed to knock his sense right back where it was before. He's still pretty groggy though, but these clothes ought to cheer him up some.
Bill, round up your stuff. We're getting out of here.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're leaving. I'm fed up with this town.
Look, I changed my mind. It's not funny. Hey, where'd you get those bags?
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's from the bank, isn't it? You was the one who robbed the bank.
You knew what I did before you joined up with me. Now, for the last time, let's get moving.
No, I don't want to have anything to do with you no more.
Why, that...
Wait, Miss Lovelace is in Harry Hartstone's room. She'll hear you.
You mean that pretty lady, Sheriff?
Lisa Lovelace? Of course I mean her.
You know, that little gal was right sweet to me last time I saw her.
Certainly. You were posing as your brother, you recall. It's almost pathetic. Our tough little lady sheriff making it sound like a woman.
All I know is I'm not riding out of here alone. I'm gonna get me some different company.
I don't know how you're going to arrange that.
Stand aside. You'll see.
Be careful. Now you've got it. You'll have the whole town in here.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
What's going on in here?
Hands up, Sheriff, and drop the gun. I said drop it.
All right, son. What do you want?
You finally recognize me, huh?
Hoover told me who you are. And that you were the one who robbed the bank, too.
What's all shooting about?
Good heavens, a robbery.
Hey, he's kind of good looking.
Probably like your outdoor time.
The child was an indoor type.
Oh, that's all right, too.
Quiet down, all of you, and get in here.
So this is an insult.
An insult won't hurt you none, but this six gun could.
Yes,
Do
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. I see your point.
You all right, Sheriff?
My arms are getting kind of tired.
Come on in, Bill. Just join the crowd over there. Well, I wonder if any more of our friends will be along.
I was just coming back from a lawyer and I heard that.
You heard me shooting this six gun. Now just step over there with the rest of the group. I've got an announcement to make. See, my old saddle-mate Bill here has decided not to ride along with me. Isn't that right, Bill?
And yeah, I guess that's right, son.
That's all right, Bill, because you see, I've gone and picked me some different company.
What do you mean?
I've just decided that our lady sheriff here would make a lot better company on the trail. So I'm just gonna take her along.
What?
You wouldn't mind that, would you, gal?
I'd as soon shake hands with a rattlesnake. Come to think of it, there's not much difference.
Come on now, honey. You already admitted you like my brother. You don't look no different than me. Just pretend you're going off the nail.
He may look like you, but that's where the resemblance ends. He is a defender of law and order, and you are a crook and a killer. And he talks nice.
And I'll bet you do most anything for her.
Oh, you bet I would.
Then you ain't got any choice, Sheriff. You either come along with me, or your friend Harry Hartstone is going to get himself a real fatal case of lead poisoning. I know Harry Hartstone's lying in there wounded. Now you can either come along with me and leave him where he is, or you can walk out that door while I go and finish him off.
Your own brother?
It's my brother who's been chasing me all over the territory.
Give me a minute to think it over.
Well, hurry up. We've got places to go and money to spend.
What can I do? Harry's too weak to fight back. It's not going to kill him. If I really love Harry, I've got to give him up. I've got no choice. All right, I'll go with you.
But Liza,
Please, Martha,
I must do what I feel is best.
That's right, Sheriff. And we will miss you. We certainly will.
Work now. Ah, for you, is
I don't know what you mean.
Well, certainly you do, Widow Black. Now, would you mind holding this gun on these folks while I step into my room and pick up my saddlebags?
Don't get me involved.
But you already are involved. You do want your half of the money, don't you?
Why would you give me half the money?
Weren't you the one who planned the robbery? Heck, you even loaned me that fancy bathrobe Hearthstone always wears, so we could pin the robbery on him.
I suspect that old killer she's been involved with.
All right. So I helped plan the robbery. I know Snap was going to get trigger happy.
Never mind about that. I need you now to keep these folks from getting a posse out until this gal and I get across the border. You'll do that for your old partner, won't you?
This is a dirty trick, Snap. That arrangement was just between us.
What are you kicking about? Here, count out your share of the money. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, hand me the gun. I'll go get it.
Sorry, Sheriff. I can't do that.
Really were mixed up in the rock.
You'd have found out sooner or later. And this way, at least I retain some profit. Now you might as well relax. We're going to be here for quite a while.
I must say, Martha, you picked the most unusual place to spend your years of retirement.
It's ordinarily a bit more quiet.
I'm glad you decided to rejoin the troop. You'll add class to the act.
Why, thank you, Oopsie.
What's this about class?
I'm sorry, girls. Allow me to apologize. You're in a class all by yourselves.
That's more like it.
Say, who does this guitar belong to? Oh, that's not.
Hey, I never knew this was your kind of cute.
Sort of the info after time.
Do you play the guitar as good as Charlie?
It's a Charlie, I guess.
Oh, you would never put on Charlie.
Well, I don't know. I've been playing for a long time. Just for fun, you know.
Say, you do play as good as Charlie.
Even better. Come to think of it, Charlie didn't really play so good.
Oh, he was just awful cute.
Say, Colonel, I just had the most wonderful idea.
Let me guess. You want me to hire this guy to be our musician?
That's a good idea too.
It certainly is.
We do need a musician to complete the act. What are your credentials, sir?
Golly, I don't think I have it. I did get my name tattooed on my arm at the county fair. Would that be all right? Really, see, I'm sure Mr. Filbert would be a fine addition to the troop. I've become quite fond of him in the short time since we met.
So have I.
Wait. You wouldn't possibly be free to travel with us to San Francisco.
No, I don't think I could be free.
Oh,
Shucks.
But if you could pay me a little, just enough so I could eat, maybe get some show people's hot clothes.
I'm sure we can do that.
It's all arranged then. You are now part of Colonel Crabtree and company. Yeah, it's a pretty nice company too.
Yes, if we get out of this town alive and in one piece, you're hired.
I regret the inconvenience, but as you can see, there is very little choice. Incidentally, Barney, how did you get on with your lawyer?
You said the will was perfectly legal and the law will uphold my claim to the hotel. But you knew that all this time.
I suspected as much, but as you can see, I'm not without funds at the moment.
Those are the kind of funds that can bind you up on the end of a rope.
I say, what's going on in here?
Harry, you all right? Is that really you?
Yes, I have the most wonderful news. That blow to my head completely restored my memory. I want to thank you, Miss Lovelace. I remember everything.
Oh, it was nothing. It sure was. It was a heck of a wallop.
Yeah, it was. But what did you do out of bed? You're too weak to be up and around.
I heard Snipe Vermin in here a short time ago, so I slipped out the back and around through the restaurant. I'm hoping to find a weapon and catch him unaware.
No,
What?
you better just get out of here. Snipe is leaving town, and I'm done with it.
Really now? You must be jesting. What would you have anything to do with a man of his low character?
Real Perry, God, if you get here, you'll be killed. Please get back to your room.
Miss Lovelace, Liza, you led me to believe that, well, you were rather fond of me. What have I done?
I just changed my mind. Told you. Going off with Snipe Vermin. I've got my reasons, so just get out of here, will you?
Yes, of course. If that's what you wish. What a dilemma. Snipe Vermin, the man I swore to bring to justice, is departing with the girl I love. She chooses him instead of me. What shall I do? Which way can I turn?
You don't play the guitar, do you, mister?
No, I'm afraid not.
Laura, we already got the talk.
Well, we could always use a spare.
It's a shame about Liza. Everyone around here is mighty fond of her. Sure ain't gonna be popular around here after this.
What did I do?
Nothing. That's the problem. She's going off with Snipe Vermin to save you from tangling with him in a gunfight.
So that's it.
Don't pay any attention to him.
You're doing this for me.
Can't let you go against him right now. You are weak and unarmed. You wouldn't stand a chance.
I can face any danger now that I know how you feel. But I must obtain a revolver, and quickly.
How unfortunate. I'm afraid I have the only gun in the room.
That's right. Give it to you, little
I
gun!
haven't.
Snipe, help!
No, don't!
Harry. He's not. You alright?
I was just a bit weak. I'll be all right in a moment.
That could be too late. Here, give me the gun.
No, it's my duty to face him. Wait a minute. I know a way to get in the arch. Quick, turn out the lights.
I'll get them. Alright, get down, everybody. There's gonna be a lot of lead flying pretty quick.
All right, Snipe Vermin. I know your vile plans for Miss Lovelace, but you shall not have her while I breathe. So come ahead, if you dare. You don't scare me, none, Harry Hearthstone. I'll let you once. Do it again. Turn on that light. I'll give you one opportunity to surrender before I fire. Now, will you lay down your revolver? Come and get it. Very well. I'll do that. You asked for it.
Harry? Harry, are you alright? Harry, are you hurt?
I do believe I passed out just for a bit.
I'll get you something to drink.
Thank you. Yes, I could use this.
Let me help you.
It seems we have another casualty here.
I think she's just knocked out.
Do you seem to be regaining consciousness now?
Oh, here, give her my glass. Oh, I'll get another.
What hit me?
I'm afraid that was me.
No, thank you.
Here, drink this. What made you feel that?
Where did you get that water?
Just out of Barney's picture.
No, I've been poisoned. It's poison.
I drink from that all the time.
No, I poisoned and I put poison in the pitcher. Call a doctor. Somebody help.
The poison must have been meant for me.
It's too late. I'm going. Going.
It was undone by her own evil plan.
Yeah, it looks like Sam's dead too.
You'll excuse me. I better see the undertaker about making final arrangements.
Go ahead, Barney. Look after you, get back.
If we're free to go, I believe I'll step out and see how they're coming with the repairs on the stage.
Oh, certainly. Oh, come along, Pixie. We do have to buy an extra fare to San Francisco.
And don't forget a ticket for me too.
It will be my pleasure. Come along, Mark.
I can use a sleep bed too. Come on, let's go for a walk, honey.
Bring the guitar along. You can play me much.
All right.
Can you play the guitar on your own?
I've never tried. Well, I'll try my best.
I'd like to meet that trolley they're always talking about.
I hope you don't.
You wouldn't be jealous now, would you, Harry?
I certainly would. I'm looking forward to the day that you will belong just to me.
Oh, Harry.
Just one thing. I do hope you'll be willing to give up your job. It is my feeling that one lawman in the family is sufficient.
Whatever you say, Harry.
Then you will.
I will.
Oh, and she did. Because it was 1890.